Miranda walked so Fleabag could run.
I look like I've had a chiffon-based anaphylactic shock.
Joined the gym yesterday.
Oh, the one round the corner?
Yeah, did you go?
Loads. Never.
Yeah, as long as you fill it with good sausage meat.
Oh, naughty. At least I'm not too small that I can't get on all the rides at Thorpe Park.
Guys, it's great to see you. Guys, it's been ages.
Do you have a safety wife?
No. Why are you offering?
Yes, please, very much so. Thanks for asking. Summer loving happens so fast.
I met a girl.
I'm doing a French course, Anolta. Pourquoi? So we can start to go international sales-wise.
Right,
what
two
I'm
things to
thinking...
say. Firstly,
I've had a thought.
yes,
Tomorrow night, I am going to give you a proper...
take me. Why are pirates?
I think the best place to actually start off anyways with the Miranda versus Fleabag thing, or that Miranda walked so Fleabag could run, is basically about them as characters. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying that I used to watch Miranda, but I feel like obviously I have more detail about Fleabag, so in the comparison of them, I'll mainly be talking about Fleabag mainly, but I kind of want to start off with their characters, which I think is a good place to start off because they are pretty similar. Yeah, when you search Miranda, it comes up with cheeky, eccentric, and exciting, and obviously that's three words and exactly what Miranda's about, basically. And the fact of the matter of there's Miranda and Fleabag are both pretty much both awkward characters. Like, obviously their humor's a bit like dry and blunt, but that's what makes it so good, and that they both obviously find themselves in bizarre situations just because of who they are. And I guess like unluckiness is a theme for both of them. And also, if you say with Fleabag and Miranda, they both end up with guys basically that I don't necessarily think that they like, guys that you wouldn't, that they obviously don't go the distance with. So basically how Miranda kind of obviously is with obviously to Tom Ellis, the actor, the actor who plays his character, and then you have Fleabag, who's obviously with the hot priest, and obviously we all know it'll pass, and yeah.
I met someone.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. What does he do?
He's a priest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You are joking.
No.
I'm sorry.
I know.
It's just, I'm sure it's very complicated.
Yes,
but
it's very
just
painful.
I guess the only difference between them though actually is that Miranda ends up marrying Gary, but Fleabag doesn't end up with the hot priest. But we obviously all know what the reason is for hot priest and Fleabag not working out, which is basically their religion. Because, and he explains to her that it's his religion, it's his faith, of course, but he also says, I think obviously, okay, the scene on where he's like, oh, I can't fall in love with you, and that if he falls in love with her, he'll be effed. And then, obviously, yeah, that's why he explains why he can't. But it's basically to do with the fact that, yes, he'll fall in love with her, but it's obviously also to do with his faith. You know, he's now a priest, so he can't get into bed with her anyways, because obviously that's not allowed in his faith. And I guess, yeah, so Miranda is the only one who, out of both of them, who gets their happy ending, basically. Obviously, Fleabag doesn't, but then Fleabag, in a way, you could also say she does. She does go off, like, on her own when she doesn't need us being the audience anymore, and she just kind of yeah, goes her own way. And it's like, this is the thing, the whole sentiment of it'll pass, it's like it does pass, like as in I feel like Fleabag comes to accept it, and that's why she doesn't need us around anymore. And I just thought about actually the way that, like, I feel like, yes, Miranda is basically Fleabag in another universe actually. Like, Miranda is what Fleabag's life probably might have looked like, I feel like. Do you get it? Like, if Fleabag didn't encounter the hot priest, who obviously, yeah, is a priest, and obviously, like, Claire does the, yeah, does that, then obviously that probably would have been like what it would look like. And then also it probably would have what it looked like to run a shop with her best friend. Her best friend, I was gonna say, what's her best friend's name? But you know, her best friend, right? And that, so if her best friend hadn't passed, probably what would have been her life would have been like anyways. And they would have been running the cafe. And also, the fact of the matter is that her life probably wouldn't have been as screwed up though anyways. It wouldn't have been as screwed up, and it would have obviously gone a whole different way. Not to say that obviously Fleabag's thing with her what's it called, with her best friend is like the reason for all of her issues, because it isn't, but it does, you know, it does affect her. Yeah, but so Miranda and Fleabag obviously share what's it called, yeah, they both have similar humors. They're just the same, okay? Case closed. They're the same. Obviously, when I was just talking about in the previous video about how they both have best friends, okay? The only difference is that Fleabag lost her best friend. And obviously, as I said, like, it's what Fleabag's life probably might have looked like. She obviously chose to get with a priest, but that's the fact of the matter is of how both Miranda and Fleabag obviously go through bizarre situations, which is exactly what you see when you search up Miranda. Is basically the fact that Miranda goes through bizarre situations, and so does Fleabag. Both of them go through different ones. They both don't really, I mean, as I said, Fleabag doesn't go have her happy love story, but and obviously Miranda does, but obviously it's like their similar comedic timings, their ability to break the fourth wall, their awkwardness, I mean, like, and I guess what, like, I don't know, maybe their looks about them. There's still so much that I could say about them together. I'm more of a Fleabag watcher than a Miranda one. So it's like Fleabag forever. And that, like, yeah, but I think that both of them equally, like, in conclusion, both of them equally are very funny characters, and both of them have a lot of similarities. Thank you so much for watching. This is actually like my first video, like, editing kind of thing, so please be kind. I say that with clenched fists, but please be kind, and I hope to get better. I also feel like the next video I want to do, actually, I kind of feel like I want to do a video actually that I do know more about, because of course in this argument, yes, Miranda did help Fleabag to be made, and the fact that, like, both shows have similarities no matter how you look at it. I feel like I could have poured more into them, like, as in more ever strategic episode, like probably breaking it down in a deeper way, and also like pulling apart them, like, you know, the usual video essay, so pulling them apart. I could have done it that way, but I feel like I will have to choose one, a topic next time that I really do know one about. I think I was going to do a video about the Muppets, just because I love the Muppets. So I was like, I could do one about the Muppets because I love the Muppets, and it's a show that, I mean, it's a film and like film show, I guess, that I do know a lot about. It's time to it's time to light the lights. It's time to on the Miranda show tonight. I